Last time in Detroit, Marcus took his fight to the streets, and Connor met his maker. Early on in the playthrough, I discussed the idea of why would someone make an android that feels pain. Over the course of this discussion, I talked about the idea that if the androids in this game were similar to like the replicants in Blade Runner, the replicants in Blade Runner were meant to be used as interstellar labor. And the creator of this workforce didn't consider that an important element in the act of creation. A replicant doesn't need to pass an empathy test to work in dangerous off-world conditions. And when you meet the creator in Blade Runner, it's apparent that he's trying to create humanity, rather than create a commodity to be bought and paid for. In this game, we finally met the creator, only to discover he's basically an asshole. But we now know his motivations for creating androids. He wasn't seeking to create a product, but rather he was creating life.
I'm glad to see you again. I can't wait to see what will happen next. I think there's something wrong in my program. Maybe I should reset.
Maybe. At the same time, however, Connor is receiving, he's presented with this situation where he's like, okay, you have two choices. You shoot Chloe and complete the mission, or you don't shoot Chloe and you leave. And presenting with the idea that if he shoots Chloe, that would be following his programming because he's programmed to complete the mission, not to feel empathy, so to speak. At the same time, however, Hank is presented as somebody who's able to give orders to Connor. Thank you, Sony. You've already let me know this. That's okay. At the same time, however, Hank seems to be able to give Connor orders, especially in the freeway chase scene. Hank orders Connor to not follow. And I could have, at that time, tried to disobey, in which case Connor would have had to fight past his own programming. So Connor can receive orders from Hank. So following his programming or following Hank both lead to following orders. And thusly is the ability of following orders empathizing. Is the possession of empathy equate to deviance? Either way, let's see what'll happen next time this time should I say, in Detroit. Become Human. But first, what's new in Detroit today? Android riot. Global population reaches 10 billion. What is the world's population right now? Isn't it like 6 or 7 billion? World population is 7.5 billion. So it's a pretty crowded place considering there's nobody on the streets at all times. US life expectancy is now 91 though. So even with the unemployment rate, the life expectancy is still high. Well, that's good to hear. You might not have a job, but you'll be alive. Detroit neighborhoods vandalized by psychotic machines. I was personally attacked by the ringleader. It threatened me with a knife. I was so terrified. Of course, this allegation remains unconfirmed, but we have no reason to disbelieve a human witness as to the behavior of a deranged machine. So Detroit Today, not exactly your best source of news if you're looking for accurate news reporting. You know, we didn't confirm the evidence, but those folk over there are untrustworthy. VR MMORPG reaches 1 billion users. 1 billion people are playing the same MMO. I believe in World of Warcraft's heyday, they only reached maybe like 15 million, something around that. But 1 billion people. That is a lot of people for just one video game. Was that? Ah, there we go. It's just the Eastern Space Race. What else have we got in here? Oh, I can enjoy some more time alone by playing piano, just like I used to do back in Lance Hendrickson's home. It's a little odd that you can kind of choose the pacing of how quickly he plays. Like, do I want to make him seem like he's, like trying to force it out? Or just... I guess that finished alright. Finished with a more moody pace to it. Why there was a piano up there? Oh, sorry, that's all the activity time you get.
I was wondering where you were.
I needed to think.
I like it here. I come here often. It's like being alone with the world. We freed hundreds of our people, and they're still coming from all over the city. Those who dream of freedom come to Jericho. Something's changing. You seem preoccupied.
Yeah, alright.
They all obey me. They follow me without question.
As if they are
That much power
programmed to.
feels good. And scary at the same time.
All the media are talking about what we did last night. The humans are terrified. They're afraid of a civil war. Many of our people were burned in response to what happened. The humans hate us. They'll never give us our freedom.
I would go with determined.
If they won't listen, we'll fight.
You haven't said much about yourself since you've been with us.
I don't think we've really
What
had a
was your life
chance
like
to
before
talk
Jericho?
about that, actually.
I was caring for an old man. He was like a father to me. He showed me that humans and androids can live together.
What about North's
about you?
past?
You never told me about your past. What did you do before?
I don't want to talk about it.
That android you were looking at in the store. She reminded you of who you were, didn't she? We all have something we want to forget. But you need to know where you come from to know who you are.
I figured understanding would be the appropriate path.
I was nothing.
Yes.
A doll in a distributor program to satisfy humans. Just a toy designed for their pleasure. One day I was with a man who rented me. And without knowing why, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I strangled him and I ran away. There, now you know everything. I shouldn't have told you. I saw your memories. Carl's house, when they left you for dead in his studio.
I saw your memories too. The Eden Club. The death of that man. I felt like I was there with you. North.
Alright. Okay, the scene proceeds. Oh, he's back. Shake his hand or something. Welcome him back. You both understood what was at stake. I guess the police never made it out onto the roof? They're really terrible at investigating crime scenes.
This is suicide. We'll all be killed. Please, Marcus. It's not too late to change your mind.
You don't understand. We're finally gonna show them who we really are. This place will go down in history.
We'll be killed on the spot.
What are they trying to
It's the risk we're
do?
prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Marcus, please don't do this.
Are they going to essentially reveal themselves
We'll make them
in the
watch.
buff in a crowd?
This is the only way.
There are androids here who could join us. The more we are, the stronger our message.
This is true. Convert more androids. There's this stuff for me to look at. I see an android over there. Veronica. Is that 80s hair or 90s hair? That's like somewhere in between. Alright, join me.
You're free.
Oh, there's just... Oh wait, I think that's an android over there.
You're free.
Retro sound, vintage bizarre. You know, I got a message for retro sound, vintage bizarre. Your sign is really, really hard to read. You might want to go with like a more opaque, stronger blue. Unless they're kind of going for that hipster vibe. In which case, I guess that's what they're going for. Because physical instruments are very likely retro in that future. Let's see what we got. We got Invasion. Alright. We got 3021. Raken. Anna Maverick and the Last Kings? The targets. Alright, let's see if there are any more androids running about. He's probably not an android because androids are probably not going to stand around looking for Harmon Bank. Definitely not Human Bank. Break the rules.
Come with us.
Ah, this person also shops at Bellini Paints. Oh, that's just a guy standing there. Wait, have I already recruited you? Yes, I have. Ah, yes, this is the android I was looking for.
You're awake now.
The stiletto's edge. Go into the street, but there are still a few androids around, so I'm going to snag them real quick like.
Hey! Where do you think you're going? You get back here!
I need to block the streets.
Shit, what's wrong with you? You do as I say, you piece of junk.
Alright, that was a group effort. And then he just leaves? Any more androids? Ah, yes.
You don't have to obey them. You're free.
Now it wants me to open the manhole cover, but it also is giving me the ability to cross the street. Nope, it's not giving me the ability to cross the street. Well, let's see if there are... Yep, there's that guy.
You're free.
I have 9 androids. In theory, there might be one more. But it's hard to tell. Did I miss one inside? At the bus stop? Yep. I missed one at the bus stop.
You're free.
I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
Alright, I got 10. Let's just go with that. Now, how do I get to this manhole cover? Where is the manhole cover? Oh, it's right there. So if the manhole cover is there... Yep, I can grab some more androids. Nope, I can't grab more androids. They're right there. Right there. But too far away. Oh, okay. Wait, Okay. I don't even need to walk up to these people anymore.
Hey, where you going? Get back here right now.
This is interesting. He is only growing more powerful. Yeah, this is a strong scene. Oh my god. Holy crap. Yeah, it's a Marcus model android. I've got 2 of those in my garage. Ah, the comic store.
Jesus, the fucking android's playing up here.
Nah, he doesn't even have to hold down the button anymore. It feels like he's almost kind of become the Professor X of his time. Like, he started off with just like, oh, I can convert people by holding on to them for a while. But now it's just telepathy?
Hey, disperse. Disperse immediately. That's an order. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ.
Human being, we come in peace.
I got a lot of androids down here. I don't know, hundreds, thousands. They're marching. Right. Yeah, they're marching down the street. Fuck if I know. We are.
Which one haven't I? You know, they're very good at. Say what you want about androids, they're very good at speaking in unison. I don't know. I think Braveheart did this one better. They rolled out the military pretty quickly. The riot police.
We came here to demonstrate peacefully and tell humans that we are living beings. All we want is to live free.
This is an illegal gathering. Disperse immediately or we will open fire.
We're not looking for confrontation. We've done no harm.
Actually,
No intention of doing any.
hold on 1 second. I'm interrupting just for 1 second. This is an illegal gathering. This presumes that there are laws that already exist that say that androids cannot choose to gather in large groups. Which, in theory, up to this point, androids have still been considered as property. So, like, to the beginning of the game, there have been no crimes of androids against human beings. So, how could there already be laws against androids gathering together and rioting?
But know that we are not going anywhere until we have secured our freedom.
I repeat, this is an illegal gathering. If you do not disperse immediately, we will shoot.
Marcus, they're gonna kill us. We have to attack. There's more of us. We can take them.
If we attack, we'll start a war. We have to show them we're not violent. We should just stand our ground, even if it means dying here.
Dying here won't solve anything. Marcus, we need to go, now, before it's too late.
Are we martyrs for our own cause?
This is your last chance. Disperse immediately, or you will all be killed.
We have to show them we won't back down.
Okay, so of those
Stay right here.
of those three options, disperse is not the one that I will have chosen.
It's your last chance.
We have to make a statement. We have to stay put, no matter what.
Please, Marcus. We can't let them slaughter us without fighting back.
We're not moving.
Marcus, what are you doing? They're gonna kill us all.
Huh.
John?
Ah, that's a security guard from Cyberlife.
Quick!
He showed up just to die. Or he sacrificed himself so that Marcus could live. Okay. I was fully expecting Marcus's story to just stop there, but... yes, I understand PlayStation Network is undergoing maintenance. You do not have to tell me every single time. Alright. But alas, I will not know what the world did. Whether they sacrificed themselves, ran away like a coward, or charged. But no, that was a pretty strong scene. Ooh, another discussion with Amanda, who we now know used to know the creator of the androids. Yep. You know, I was presuming she was in this highlighted blue hut. But what is it? Okay. I can't say I necessarily understand what happened. It appears the ice is thin. Maybe heavy androids shouldn't be walking on ice. Just a thought.
After what happened today, the country is on the verge of a civil war. The machines are rising up against their masters. Humans have no choice but to destroy them.
I thought Kamsky knew something. I was wrong.
Maybe he did. But you chose not to ask.
Well, maybe he was a jerk.
I chose not to play his twisted little game. There was no reason to kill that android. I saw a photo of Amanda at Kamsky's place. She was his teacher.
When Kamsky designed me, he wanted an interface that would look familiar. That's why he chose his phone. What are you getting at?
Did Kamsky design this place?
He created the first version. It's been improved significantly since then. Why do you ask?
You didn't tell me everything you know about deviants, did you?
I expect you to find answers, Connor. not ask questions.
Okay, how can you
Have you
find
experienced
evidence
anything
without
unusual
asking
recently?
questions?
Any doubts or conflicts? Do you feel anything for these deviants? Or for Lieutenant Anderson?
I've started having thoughts that are not part of my program. I've considered the possibility that I might be compromised.
You've been confronted with difficult situations. It's no surprise you're troubled. That doesn't make you a deviant.
Also, the question that I have to ask, is this a physical location? I mean, it probably is. Maybe?
That's the case. The FBI is taking over.
Okay.
But we're onto something. We just need more time, I'm sure we
Hank, you don't get it. This isn't just another investigation. It's a fucking civil war. It's out of our hands now. We're talking about national security here.
Fuck that. You can't just pull the plug now, not when we're so close.
You're always saying you can't stand androids. Jesus, Hank, make up your mind. I thought you'd be happy about this.
We're about to crack the case. I know we can solve it. For God's sake, Jeffrey, can't you back me up this one time?
Against the FBI.
There's nothing I can do. You're back on homicide, and the android returns to cyberlife. I'm sorry, Hank, but it's over.
Ooh. Of course I'm gonna talk to Hank. Why, you think I'm just gonna leave?
We could have solved this case. We just needed more time.
Could we have
So
solved
you're
it?
going back to cyberlife?
I have no choice. I'll be deactivated and analyzed to find out why I failed.
What if we're on the wrong side, Connor? What if we're fighting against people who just want to be free?
When the deviants rise up, there will be chaos. We could have stopped it. Now it's too late.
When you refuse to kill that android,
Also, we still haven't figured out what RA9 stands for.
you put yourself in her shoes. You showed empathy, Connor. Empathy's a human emotion.
I don't know why I did it.
Well, well, here comes Perkins, that motherfucker. Sure don't waste any time at the FBI.
We can't give up. I know the answers and the evidence we collected. If Perkins takes it, it's all over.
There's no choice. You heard Fowler. We're off the case.
You've got to help me, Lieutenant. I need more time so I can find a lead in the evidence we collected. I know the solution is in there.
Maybe these deviants deserve a chance.
Maybe they do.
They'd
Al-
be better if you don't find them. What's happening here is too important to let it be stopped by a machine.
Huh.
Sorry, Connor, but I'm not gonna help you.
So by not helping Connor, he's attempting to aid the androids. Because of his experience with Connor... Okay. So I gotta make a diversion to slow him down. Otherwise, I've only got 2 minutes. And that's not going to be enough time. Take the key from Hank's desk. Archive room. Now, Hank left his key on the desk, so he said that he didn't want to get in his way, but he left the key there, which almost implies that Hank does want to solve the case.
Hey, Connor. I'm talking to you, asshole. Where are you going? Wouldn't need any plastic pricks around here, or did anybody tell you?
Calm.
I've been removed from the case. I'm going to register the evidence in my possession, and then I'm going to leave.
Good. Be careful on your way back. Androids have a tendency of getting themselves set on fire these days.
I figured the non-confrontational approach would work best. Oh. Alright. This kind of reminds me of a scene in Heavy Rain when you're playing as the FBI agent in that game. And you're going through all of your evidence trying to figure out the clue that you missed. And you have just so much time in order to do that.
Hank's password.
It's his kid's name.
Hard-boiled eccentric police lieutenant choose?
It's his kid's name.
Stupid idea.
It's his...
Not Hankish enough.
There we go. Or that.
Obviously. Where is Jericho?
Alright. Let's examine the clues.
The answer's here somewhere. How much time? The deviant took a child hostage.
And thusly, that is the... first android in the case.
Rupert. The android with the birds.
Who jumped off of the building. I can say.
The two Tracy's from Eden Club. Were they headed to Jericho? Did they know how to get there?
Okay, so if I had to guess, the android from the beginning of the game did not know how to get to Jericho because he had just became deviant. Marcus only learned how to go to Jericho because he was provided the information by another android. The bird android also likely didn't know because, again, he probably was there for a long time. Most likely the Tracys did know. Nope, this is just going to take time. This is just going to take time. Impossible reactivation. Alright. So she's got implants I could just take out of her. Who's this guy?
One of the deviants that hacked the TV station with Marcus.
He would know.
Know where the deviants are hiding.
So I need a 3983V. Who can I take a 3983V from? There we go. Luckily, it's one that I wasn't planning on repairing anyway.
It's dark.
So dark.
Where am I?
Probe him.
I'm a deviant. Like you. I need your help. I want to go to Jericho.
I don't recognize your voice. You're not one of us. I'll never tell you where Jericho is.
Probe
Leave
him.
me alone.
Maybe I could examine Marcus's recording and copy his voice.
This message is the hope of a people, but it is also a warning. We will fight for our rights because we believe our cause is just. No human will live in peace.
Or am I just wasting time?
Now you know who we are and what we want. We are alive, and we demand our freedom.
We can sample voice. Alright.
This message is the hope of a people.
But it is also a warning.
Excellent.
Who's there? Who are you?
Everything is all right. Don't worry.
Marcus? Is that you? I tried to reach you, but the deviant hunter stopped me.
You stopped him from finding me. You saved me. You saved Jericho. You'll be all right now. I came to take you home. Give me the location to Jericho. We've got to leave now.
The location of Jericho? Yes. Yes, of course.
Why would Marcus not know the location of Jericho?
Marcus?
Or has he become so trustworthy?
Is that you, Marcus? Don't leave me, Marcus!
Looks like someone's been snooping around. Oh, shit. Get the alarm. Now!
Oh, did I leave? Alright. Holy crap. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to open up that much. But then again, yeah. This is essentially a summation of all of my decisions. Amazing. Fantastic. And I think it went all right. Oh, and I just remembered, quit back to the main menu, see if Chloe has anything new to say.
It's not for me to question your choices, but your story is becoming very sad.
Thank you for watching. If you've still got the itch for more content, why not give one of those links a try? Got some questions or comments? You can comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. In the meantime, so long, folks.